Well, even though the movie is still a little over a year away, it's still the main topic of conversation. Avengers Doomsday. There's so much riding on this film. It is the kind of the new peak of the mountain of what has been the single most successful film franchise in the history of the industry. And even though it's a year away, everybody's still talking about it. Every new rumor, every new report. Hell, we are excited about a trailer coming out in the next couple of weeks. Well, now there's a new report going around that is claiming that Tobey Maguire, of course, Spider-Man from the original Sam Raimi films, that Tobey Maguire is going to be in Avengers Doomsday. This is what the folks over at the Direct wrote. They said, Entertainment insider Daniel Richman claimed in a report that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will appear in Avengers Doomsday. Maguire's Peter Parker, Peter 2, was last seen going back to his universe in Spider-Man No Way Home's ending, and his return in Doomsday will mark his second appearance in the MCU. Interestingly, in September of 2025, fans spotted Maguire in London where they were filming Doomsday at the same time they were filming Doomsday. And this sparked speculation that the actor could have already filmed scenes for the MCU. Production for Avengers Doomsday wrapped in the same month. All right. Let me get the big elephant in the room out of the way first. It is important to note that this story is not coming from The Hollywood Reporter. It is not coming from Variety. It is not coming from Deadline. It is also not getting you Forbes.
Okay.
It is coming from Daniel Richman, who has gotten some significant big things right and also puts out stuff that is very wrong. This is not here to be a referendum on Daniel Richman's, but I just thought it was important that we keep in mind this is not an official statement from the studio. This is not from one of the major trades. This is coming from elsewhere, but it's something everybody's talking about. All right. My feeling on this has always been Tobey should not come back at all. Bringing Tobey into Spider-Man No Way Home was a love letter, a one last shot, a makeup, if you will, for the fact that we never got Spider-Man 4. We never had a chance. Tobey Maguire never had a chance to say goodbye as Spider-Man because just weeks before production was supposed to start on Spider-Man 4, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4, it got canceled, which of course led us to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, which also got unceremoniously canceled. And so Spider-Man No Way Home kind of served as a great way for the two previous Spider-Men, both Tobey and Andrew, to come back and get their heroic goodbye. And they got it almost perfectly, not quite perfectly, but almost perfectly. And the way they went out and went back into their universes, that was perfect. That was the send-off. That was the goodbye. I don't think they should risk ruining that by bringing them back again. I think, they did it. He's obviously not going to have a long-term play in the MCU anyway. I don't think he should come back, and I don't think they should bring him back. Now, that's the shoulds. Woulds are a completely different question. And Rob, I remember we talked about this when those reports came out, that Tobey Maguire was spotted in London at the same time that they happened to be shooting Avengers Doomsday. And we were like, yeah, that's probably happening. I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I can't say that for a fact. But you and I said, yeah, this is probably happening if he's there. Again, I don't think he should, but it kind of looks like he will. That in no way means they're going to bring back the Raimi-verse. That doesn't mean anything like that. I think they're probably going to bring him back for something to do in Doomsday. I don't expect him to be in Secret Wars, but you never know. And if he is, then that raises the question about Andrew Garfield. Does Andrew Garfield also come back? Does he play a role on this? I mean, if you can't have Tobey Maguire in Doomsday, which they're still saying he's not, maybe you can have one or two other Spider-Men.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Zapier. One of the biggest game changers of the past year has been AI. But let's be real, just talking about AI doesn't actually make your day any more productive. What does make it more productive is finding tools to put AI to work for you. And that's where Zapier comes in. Zapier is the easiest way to take AI and plug it directly into the apps and processes that you're already using every day. No IT bottlenecks, no complexity, just results. For me, it's been about saving time on repetitive stuff so I can focus on the work that matters and I actually enjoy. And it's not just me. Over 3.4 million companies are already using Zapier to streamline everything from sales and marketing to IT and HR. With their AI orchestration platform, you can connect top AI models like ChatGPT or Claude right into the apps you already use. So whether it's automatically enriching leads, coaching your sales team, or even resolving IT tickets, Zapier makes it simple. Guys, join the 3.4 million companies already automating with Zapier and transform how you work with Zapier and AI. Get started for free by visiting zapier.com/Campea. That's zapier.com/Campea.
Anyway, Rob, what do you think about this report? First of all, let me ask the question. Do you believe the report? Second question is, assuming the report is true, like you and I speculated months ago when they spotted him in London, what kind of role do you think he'd be playing? Was it a good idea for them to do it? How do you see this?
I think absolutely he's in the movie, and absolutely does he work for Doom. He's part of Doom's team. He is not a good Spider-Man. He works for Doom because nobody...
So you don't think this is the same Tobey Maguire we saw in Spider-Man?
No, it is. It absolutely is. But
and he's not. So this is Tobey from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, and you don't think he's a good guy?
He's pulling an Anakin.
I think he's a good guy, but I think Doom.
Okay.
I think Doom recruited him because remember, people don't know that Doctor Doom's a villain. You know, Doctor Doom is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Doom is going through the multiverse, recruiting people. And we're going to get a whole team of heroes that are in his thrall that work for him, that think he's right, that think he's correct in doing what he does. And and Spider-Man, because otherwise, by the way, how cool would that be? When you find out that Tobey Maguire and eventually Tom Holland's going to confront him and be like, bro, and you know what's going to happen to him in Secret Wars? He's going to die.
Oh, no.
I mean, come on. This movie's going to be epic. You got to think epic. What is epic? He's going to work for Doom. By the way, I don't know this. I have no idea. But if you read the Secret Wars storyline, he's going to be recruited. Doom's probably going to recruit a lot of people that we're going to be surprised by. And he's gone through the multiverse and handpicked these people. And Tobey Maguire is just one of those people. And, because why would Doom doesn't know. He doesn't know that Tobey Maguire was just on Earth 616 and started No Way Home. He just found him traveling through the multiverse and made him said, listen, the multiverse is a danger. I have a plan. I need your help. That's what Doom said. All right. And he's going to have a whole cadre of people that are going to surprise the hell out of us.
Well, Rob seems to have all the information.
By the way, I don't know this. People think I know. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I just go by what I would do. If it was my movie, Tobey Maguire would be in it and he'd be working for Doom.
I like the idea. I mean, if he's going to be, again, I'm on record. I don't think he should come back. But if he is, I like the idea of Doom killing him in Doomsday. Because then we talk a lot. We talk an awful lot about, Doom needing to really establish himself with the audience by taking on or taking out somebody significant. For Thanos, it was fighting Hulk. For Doomsday, what's it going to be? Man, if he kills Toby, what if he kills Toby and Andrew?
Well, I mean, the thing is,
that would make an impact. That would make a huge impact.
You have to have, there's got to be emotional stakes in this movie because otherwise the whole thing is just a gimmick. And I think that you're going to find out that Doom, the best villains don't think they're villains. They think they're doing the right thing. And I think you're going to have Robert Downey Jr. is not going to play Doom like, I am evil. He's going to have a plan that's going to seem, and you're going to have the same thing that happened in Civil War. You're going to have a huge schism between all the heroes because that's what's going to happen. That people are going to be like, wait a minute, this guy's got a point. Our universes are at stake. And, nobody knows who Doom is. He hasn't done anything bad to anybody yet. So he's going to roll up and be like, hey, guys, I need your help. Okay. And he looks like Tony Stark. So there's going to be some kind of shenanigans. And I think Doom's going to gather a team.
I stand by the idea that, and I know it makes some people uncomfortable and upset, that Doom, looking like Tony Stark, a now slightly older Tony's daughter, runs up, says, "Dad," and gives him a big hug, and then he stabs her through the gut, and Doom kills Tony Stark's daughter. Listen, everybody gets mad at me for bringing that up, but I mean, you want to make a big emotional impact. You want to have your John Wick, where the guy kills John Wick's puppy moment. That's your moment. Now, I don't know that they're going to do that. But I don't think they have the testicular fortitude to do it.
I just think that we're going to love Doom. You know, that he's got to be like a guy that we are like, you know what? I can see why you're following that guy. And then remember, we know he's bad because we've been reading comic books, but in the movie, nobody knows who he is. No, he hasn't done anything wrong. So he's going to be there's a reason why Robert Downey Jr. agreed to come back to play this part. And I will bet you that as an actor, it's giving him something to chew on. It's going to be great. And you know who's going to benefit the most? We are, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And Doom is going to be awesome. And we're going to love Doom. And we're going to be like Tobey Maguire. Like, I'd follow that guy. We just know that he's doomed.
You know what?
That in X-Men First Class, because when Sebastian Shaw shows up, he's like, "Look, here's the thing. These people hate us. They fear us. They want to make us extinct. I'm trying to establish a future for us. I'm trying to establish safety for us." And
who's coming with me?
What's her name? Yeah, who's come with me? She puts out her hand, and some of them join them because it's a good sales pitch. And we've seen that happen in some movies like that. So maybe they go that way with Doctor Doom as well, but we'll find out. Anyway, guys, question is for you. There is a new rumor going around out there that Tobey Maguire is going to be in Doomsday. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I mean, he was spotted on set a while ago, and we kind of think he will be, although I think he should. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.